today. From U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, this is Madden NFL 21 on EA Sports. We'll see Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings taking on Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Buffalo Bills. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The Vikings ready to go to work, led out by their quarterback in his third year wearing purple, ninth year overall in the NFL, a Pro Bowler in Kirk Cousins.
The debate about Kirk Cousins continues to rage both among Vikings fans and fans around the league. But when you look at his numbers, you think this is one of the better quarterbacks in the league. Last year broke a string of 4 straight 4,000-yard passing years with the emergence of Dalvin Cook in the backfield. So while those numbers dropped, he was still solid throwing the football. 26 touchdown passes, just 6 interceptions. Now he just got to develop an extra target on the perimeter in order to get his numbers back to the previous levels.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end complete. A gain there of 21 yards. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg.
42-yard line.
Open here, Adam Thielen. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On first and 10, Cousins, complete, Jefferson the target. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Throwing, Cousins. That's complete, right around the 8. And the Vikings are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Cousins to his tight end Rudolph for a Viking first down.
Goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll run with Cook. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Second and goal.
Trying the power game with Ham. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
To kick off for Minnesota.
Here's the All-Pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Here's a good way to kick off a drive. complete over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
A gain of 20.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Throwing on first down is Allen. The quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. A good rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 36.
Now Allen again. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Cole Beasley, 36 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And this one through the uprights and good. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Osborne elects not to return it. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 40.
They go play action. Cousins. And it's incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game, you know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
First down from Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Jordan Poyer on
following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Makes it offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
4-yard loss.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game. These two teams all tied after 1.
7-7.
First carry for the second-year running back. It's Devin Singletary. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
What I enjoyed most about watching Devin Singletary as a rookie, and he had a nice campaign, 775 yards on the ground and a rushing average in the top 5 in the league last year, is that what I saw in college transferred to the NFL. Continued to make the first tackler miss, whether he's in the hole or on the perimeter. I expect him to get to 1,000 yards rushing this season.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
3 on the play. First down, Bills.
On the ground, it's Singletary. And he'll get it down this time in the 17.
Singletary.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5. At the 17-yard line.
They run with a rookie from Utah. This is Zach Moss. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen escaping the pressure right. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of routing, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. No dice for Sean McDermott and the offense. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Well, you feel the excitement build on those fourth down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on fourth down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on fourth down. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
At the 22-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup.
On the carry, it's Cook. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. A.J. Klein on the tackle there. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
3rd and
from the gun. Here's Cousins. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. This one brought in by Jefferson. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Cousins again. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Minnesota Vikings. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They'll throw again. Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. To the air again, it's Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen there to make the grab. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's polished off by a Viking score. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Andre Roberts now to return it. And able to get this out to the 25.
Bills take over 1st and 10.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. In fact, if anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Allen. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle the team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Following the interception, Cousins. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And here comes, and Cousins lost the football. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that too, but it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
A final shot before half for Allen. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. The final shot before break. Allen going deep for Diggs. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a strong first half for the veteran quarterback, Kirk Cousins. His guys have the lead, as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Return. The Bills take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Bills' passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 36. Singletary here running out of the gun. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
26, Devin.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 7 yards.
On 3rd down, Allen. And that's caught by Beasley. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Operating from the red zone now. Allen throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended target there was Gabriel Davis. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Harrison Smith on the coverage.
They will run with Singletary. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Singletary.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They run here with Singletary. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
All right, just call the call. We're going to play. Come on now.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown.
Tyler Bass to kick off.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Osborne elects not to return it. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd
from the shotgun. It's Cousins looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
34-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
32-yard line.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
16 yards, a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
At the Vikings' 6-yard line.
Now a run with Singletary. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They'll look to run with Singletary. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Morris. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bills have broken the tie. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. Now this time, Allen will throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And this will come out to the 25 as Osborne elects not to return it. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
At the 25-yard line.
Throwing on second down. Cousins. And Cook has it left side. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Here's Britton Colquitt now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. He is looking to help his team build their lead after trailing at halftime. They've got to like the spot they're in right now.
They have to love it, but as you and I both know, cliche alert coming here. You're only as good as your last possession. But I think that they like, as you said, the spot they're in and how confidently they're playing at this point.
But again, just a 1-possession lead, looking to expand that now. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. They'll run here with Singletary. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Singletary. And he works his way forward for about 4, up to the midfield stripe.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From midfield, here's Allen. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Down. Singletary. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
25, Vikings 14.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And this will come out to the 25 as Osborne elects not to return it. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Throwing is Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 28. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
6 at the 24-yard line.
Again, it's Cousins. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
That's good for another Minnesota.
Correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
They try again with Cook. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. A lot of tired bodies on that field. But this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Cousins. End zone, but it's incomplete. So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
Vikings 17.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they get 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
First down, and they're going to throw without it. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They go right back to Singletary. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A timeout here as we got a player shaken up, and that's Johnson who's down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll try and run for this with Moss. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Going with Moss on the ground. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
Today's final.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.